Priorities, right? You've got to beat the Australians. I'm going to support any team that's playing Australia. I'm on your side. It's only when you play the Kiwis that I want to. That's good. Yes, so that That's amazing. Really, that's interesting. Yeah, we started 160 years. Thank you so much.
Doesn't family stand?
Program. So I hope that you will enjoy this evening, and there are a lot of sharing with us. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Salvation of Sri Lanka Territory, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this VIP gathering this evening. Thank you for accepting our invitation and being present here this evening. We are deeply honored to warmly welcome our international leaders of the Salvation Army, General Lyndon Buckingham and Commissioner Bronwyn Buckingham, the World President of Women Ministries. And also we would like to welcome Major Christopher John, Private Secretary to the General. This special event is dedicated to honoring General Lyndon Buckingham and Commissioner Bronwyn Buckingham. The Salvation Army serves in 134 countries around the world, and having our international leaders visit our beautiful land is a great honor, not only for us but for the entire nation. Your presence here makes this evening even more special. Their 6 days visit with us at the beginning of 2025 is a truly rare occasion. And you, my dear friends, have been especially chosen to share this moment with us.
So you honor us with your presence here this evening. I realize that many of you have probably come from a very busy working week, and it's Friday evening. And so thank you for giving up just an hour or so of your time to be present here this evening. We feel privileged that you have done so. But not only do you honour Lyndon and myself, but you honour the Salvation Army by your presence. And I thank you for that this evening. This afternoon we had the wonderful privilege of having some time with your Prime Minister, hearing something of her passion and desires for the future of this country, for her desire for the next generation of Sri Lankans to be involved in the continuing development of Sri Lanka. And that was a privilege for us to meet with her.
Salvation Army General Lyndon Buckingham, Commissioner Bronwyn Buckingham, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this invitation to participate this historic event of Salvation Army in Sri Lanka. I have been working very closely with the Salvation Army during the past few years, even though I did not know much about the Salvation Army before. As a District Secretary of Foreign Work, I came to know the service provided to the community in the various ways. Whenever water purification unit is gifted to the people, I was invited by the team men. I clearly saw from my eyes how people are grateful for the way the Salvation Army is helping.
And I feel incredibly privileged to be able to serve the work of the Salvation Army around the world. But also, there is a burden. There is a burden that comes on you for your people, for the work, for the sustainability of what it is that we're endeavouring to do around the world. It's not easy in these days. I want to suggest to you this evening that this reality that is mine is the same for anybody who is in leadership today. We were even speaking with the Prime Minister earlier this afternoon about the same reality of privilege and burden, because all of us together want, hope, pray and aspire for our nation, for our world to be a better place, for future generations. We want to leave it better than we found it. And there's no doubt that you and I look to the world today with some degree of uncertainty, cause for concern, anxiety about what might be. And so it's no surprise to you that I would say to you this evening that I think that incredibly important to the world and our country's future flourishing is in fact the quality of its leadership at every level, across the board, every organisation, every business, every education centre, government offices, wherever it might be. The cry today is for leadership, quality leadership, men and women of integrity, men and women of passion and commitment, men and women who are prepared to use their skills, their talents, their abilities, their influence to help build a better community, a better country, a better world. To this, we ourselves, as the movement of the Salvation Army around the world, are committed. It was my privilege just recently, I say recently, towards the end of last year, I guess that's still relatively recently, to launch what we're calling our Global Strategic Framework for the International Salvation Army. We've named it Compass. We're trying to keep it simple, but it has a focus on 3 areas for the International Salvation Army. The first is people, the second is mission, and the third is legacy. And if you can stay with me, I'm pretty passionate about this, and I tell you, if I was allowed to, I could speak for an hour about this, but I'm going to condense that into 2 minutes.
Thank you, the General. Really is appreciated that share with all of us once again about the compass. It's really very good. It is my great privilege and honor as we concluded today's the great event and the beautiful fellowship and the gathering. I would like to take a moment on behalf of the Salvation Army to express heartfelt gratitude all significant and great leaders and guests here and the bankers and from the embassies. Really it's appreciated to all of you. You take your time for us and in the presence of our international leaders, you are here with us. God bless all of you. Have a good and wonderful evening and have a good weekend. God bless you.